Okay, let's start. And then this week we will talk about the competitive advantage source. Okay, and yeah, as we learned, the purpose of the strategy management is win without fighting. Win without fighting. Okay, and the strategy management is mainly talk about how we can secure, how we can create the competitive advantage. And the creating and the sustaining the competitive advantage is the main way, main method, main approach to win without fighting. So we are learning about the competitive advantage, how we can create and how we can sustain the competitive advantage. That's what we are learning from last week. Last week we learned about resource-based view. Resource-based view. Okay, good. And resource-based view is that perspective of that the firm's competitive advantage are due to their endowment of the strategic resources that are valuable, rare, costly to imitate, and costly to substitute. And simply saying, resource-based view is mainly explaining what is the scarce resource that is not replicable by our competitors. Okay? And then according to the resource-based view, what is the scarcest resource we cannot imitate, we cannot replicate? Okay? What is the scarce resource that cannot be replicable by other competitors? What is the scarcest resource that we cannot replicate? What are they? What is the scarcest resource? Do you remember? As a business problem solver, we manage only two. What are those two? We manage only two. What are those two? We manage capital and labor. Okay? So then, between the labor and the capital, between the money and the people, what is the scarce resource? People. Exactly. Okay? So, yeah, if we have to manage, okay, so I know that the capital, money, and the people are both important. Both are important, absolutely. However, what is the scarce resource that cannot be replicable? Money is easy to replicate or easy to imitate. Absolutely, money is money. Financial resource is easy to imitate because there is no ethnicity, there is no difference, there is no personality, there is no competencies, there's nothing. So, however, people is different. Okay, people is different. So, scarce resource in the perspective of the resource-based view. Okay, the scarce resource usually come from the people's side. Okay. That's what we have learned last week. Okay? So, in this week and the next week, we will learn about how we can deal with that kinds of the scarce resource people. Okay? Good. Then we learned about the 5 tools for the internal analysis, profitability analysis, market performance analysis, business system analysis, benchmark analysis, core competence analysis. And this week we mainly talk about the core competencies, core competency analysis. Okay, so that's a core competence. Competency is a human competence. Okay, and we will talk about that. And then we learned about the BSC, like that. However, the learning and growth is one of the most important factor that we must be able to create and sustain to make a competitive advantage. Okay, that's a review, and then we will go forward. And probably you may remember I stopped in here. Because we mainly talk about the core competence. Core competency or core competency. Okay, competencies. And core competency, what is the competency? What is the competency of the human being? What is competency? What is that? What is competency? Let's see. Agnes, what is competency? Simply, what is competency? Peanut comes? Peanut, where are you? Peanut. Where are you? Peanut, where are you? Peanut, no. Well, Ada. Speed, no. Speed is important according to Son Bing Ba. Yeah, I know. What is competency? Human competency. People, human power. Yeah. So what is that? What is human competency? Okay, so maybe what make a person competent? Exactly. Okay, what make a person competent? Okay. Competent, okay? Skill and what else? Skill and have you ever heard about the KSAO? Have you ever heard about the KSO as a competency? No? Nancy? KSAO? Never! How? What? Yeah. Who took my OB class? OB. Who took my OB class? Moon. Lucy. Doris. Who else? Who took my Megan? Yeah. Who took my OB class? OB. Kelvin. Siano. Weber. Yeah. Virgo. Knowledge, skill, ability, others. Exactly, Weber. That's exactly. Okay. The human competency can be summarized as knowledge, skill, ability or attitude, okay, whatever, ability and others. Okay, we call that a competency. KSAO equals the human competency. Okay, good. Core competency is a human core competency is what you know. What can you do? What skills do you have? Okay? And those kind of things are all related what you know. Right? Knowledge. What you know. Okay? Good. And then, okay, let's see about it. What is knowledge? Okay, more easy word. What is knowing? What do you know? Okay, good. I will ask a very simple question. 2 by 2. What is 2 by 2? Nancy, 2 by 2. What is 2 by 2? 4. Absolutely is easy, okay? It's easy. But how do you know it? Huh? How do you know that? How do you know 2 by 2 is 4? Calculate. Okay, how do you know the calculate? From math teacher? What if your math teacher is wrong? How do you believe in her? How do you believe in your teacher? Book? Book? Okay. So book is always right. Can you prove it? Can you prove 2 by 2 is 2? Have you ever proved that? Angela, okay? How do you know 2 by 2 is 4? Okay, so in general, okay, when can you say, I know it? If one people have 2 apples, okay then. Virgo. Then 2 people, they must have 4 apples. Oh, okay, what will happen if I ate it? If I ate one? That must be 3. How can you say that? How you can say, I know it? What is know? What is knowing? Can you prove that? You know something? 2 by 2 is 4? How we can say that? Can you prove that? Is it sure? Is it true? Because everybody talks that and then that must be true? What if that is wrong? Everybody talks about it. Okay, so knowledge. That means you must know something. Then what the hell is the knowing? Another example, okay? Do you know light? Do you know light? It's very easy. Do you know light? What is light? Then, okay, what is the light? Can you say something? If you know something, okay, so you must be able to tell what the hell is the light. What is a light? And yeah, somebody in another section, and somebody say, the light is a God, and the God created the light, and the light is a God. God is okay. I know, but I'm asking about the physical light. What is a physical light? What is a light? Nancy, don't go. Where are you going? What is a light? Many of you have a energy. So then, what is the energy? What is the light? Energy is the light. And okay, so let's make a very simple question. Light, okay, is a particle or energy wave? Is a particle? Is energy? Is a material or energy wave? Okay, is a wave or material? light is an energy wave only. So then, how we can explain the photon effect? If the light is not a material, how we can explain that? No, you don't know the light. So again, what do you know the light? And can you say I know the light? Can you say I know the light? Do you really know the light? What do you know about the light? Okay, but whatever. Okay, do you know the light? What is the light? What is the light? Can you say you know the light? Again, do you know the light? Say yes and no. Yes and no. Anybody else? Do you know the light? I know the light speed is around the 3.0 and multiply by that the 10, exponential 10, exponential 8 something. Okay. So then, you don't. Okay, so let's see. We don't know the light, but we use it, isn't it? So then that means we are not competent? Probably. So this is what I want to say. We may know something in partial. That's our limitation. Okay? I just want to say we have a limitation. Human brain, and as a human being, we cannot know everything. We have a limitation of knowing. Let's accept this. Knowing is not easy. Okay? Even though you are the smartest person in somewhere, okay? Maybe you know something. However, please accept this fact. Our knowledge is quite limited. Our knowledge is totally limited. We may don't know anything. We may know nothing. That's fine. That's fine. That's the reason why we have to learn. Why we should never stop learning. We should never stop learning. We should never stop learning because our knowledge is quite limited and we must be humble to know something. Okay? Whatever. Core competency, human knowledge, human skills, human ability is quite limited. And that's quite volatile. That's quite vulnerable. So, we must never stop learning. Okay, that's what I want to say. Strategy management, to win without fighting, we must have a competitive advantage. And competitive advantage comes from the core competencies. Core competencies is knowledge, skills, ability of the people. But unfortunately, that is quite volatile, that is quite vulnerable, that is quite limited. we must make a continual effort in order to sharpen our competency. Okay, so that is an epistemological approach. Okay, philosophy. But however, as a business person, okay, I don't care much about it. I don't care. Chapter philosophy, I don't know. That's okay. But however, at least we must be smart enough to make good choices, to make good decisions, and to not to be cheated, to make a business, to make a more strategic approach. Okay, so I just want to explain what the hell is the knowing in here. Okay, knowledge or knowing is very it's not simple. It's not simple. Okay, but however, let's try to understand how we can know what is the knowing, and this is a structure of the knowing or hierarchy of knowing. Okay. Knowing is the process of understanding, interpreting a certain fact. And something is happening outside the world, like a phenomena. There is a phenomena, social phenomena. There must be a fact, truth, or the behavior, or something is occurring, something is happening, and we call this is a fact. What is this? What is this? 사실. What is in Chinese? 사실. 사실. 스시. No. 스시. 스시. 사실. 스시. Help me. Aurora, help me. Whatever. 사실. Okay. Fact. Something is happening. Okay. Something is happening. And something is happening, some phenomena or the fact or the behavior occurrence and happening, that must be true. It must be true. Okay? Something is happening, something is occurring. Good. So that, how we can know that? How we can know that? First, we convert this fact or behavior happening occurrence into data. Okay, we call that a data. And then that's the first process of the interpreting the fact or the phenomena or occurrence or the behaviors. It's data. We convert the something into the data. Okay? And maybe you learned about it, what kinds of data we have. What kinds of data? In the data, we may have a quantitative data. Number. Okay? That's a quantitative data. Qualitative data. Video, voice, text, something like that. Color. Okay? And the literature, textbook or text. Okay? And the online data. Absolutely, that must be the digital data. Good. Data is one thing, and the data is the first step of the interpreting something. Okay, we call that is 자료. What is that? 자료. Am I right? 자료. 지야. 지야루. 지리ao. Okay. 지리ao. Okay, 자료. Okay, 자료. Fact. Okay. Data. Okay, that's a fundamental data. Good. So then when we have a data, can we say that we know something? No, that's a I just have a collected data. Data collection, data mining, that's all. However, that is not knowing. Data is just collected. And when we have a lot of data, can we say that we know something? No. That's just a data. That's just a collected amount of data. Good. Then, when we have a data, we must be able to convert that data into a certain information. Okay, Weber. So what is IT? What is IT? IT. What is IT? ICT or IT? What is that? What is that technology? IT. Information technology. Information. And what is the information? Have you ever thought about it? What is the information? What is the information? Information is the processed or articulated or aligned data. When we have a data, we must be process it, not manipulate, process. Okay, we must digest the data, and we must be able to articulate the data, and we must align those kind of data. Okay, and we call that is information. That is information, and that is 정보. Okay, intelligence. Okay, 정보. 정보. Yeah, what is it in Chinese? Yeah, 정보. Yeah, 정보. Intelligence word, information, intelligence. Okay, 정보. 情表. 정보.情报. Give me 情报. Okay. So then, when we have a lot of the 情报, can we say we know something? When we have a lot of information, can we say we know something? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. So then, we must be able to convert those kind of information into our knowledge. From now on, maybe we can say something about, we know something. Okay, what kinds of the knowledge we can create? Two different type of the knowledge we may cultivate. First one is explicit or tangible knowledge. It's very clear. It's very clear knowledge. I know something about it. 2 by 2 math, 2 by 2 is a 4 because of blah 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 blah. Okay? And however, there is another level of the knowledge. Even though I know something, okay? Even though I know something, but however, I cannot explain that. That's a tacit knowledge or the implicit knowledge. Like a color. Maybe this is okay. Give me a second. Is it possible or no? Okay, give me a second. Let's see. Okay, give me a second. Is it possible? Okay, give me a second. Let's see. Share. Okay, good. Okay, good. And yeah, boys. Weber, Virgo. Can you see this? Can you see? Yeah, can you see this color? Okay, give me a second. No. No. What is the? Is there any color? What is the color of this? No. Hey, how about this? Okay. Hey, Virgo, Weber, and the boys. Hey, boys. Can you tell me? Can you tell what is the color of this? Only boys. Hey, boys. What is the color of this? What is the color of this? What is the color of this? Commercinus? What is that? Commercinus? Red. Okay, good. Probably red. David, thank you. Dark red. Good. Then let's see. Okay, ladies. What is the color of this? What is the color of this? Okay, and as you can see, boys, we say that is a red. That is a dark red. That is a dark red. Okay, and then is it right? The boy's color description is right. Simply, when we say that is a red, can you imagine that is a red? Is it a red? Hey ladies, I need you. If we say that is red, okay, if boys say that is a red, and is it red? Do you think so? Ladies, Ada, is it red? Nancy, is it red? Who else? Sharon? No. Sharon, okay. Juno, is it red? Crystal, red. Is it red? Probably. Oh, kind of red. Yes, that's much better. That's much better. Okay. Unfortunately, according to neuroscience, boys, red velvet. Yeah, that's getting better. That's getting better. Okay. According to the neuroscience, and we the boys, and we boys are not good at color. Okay, red is red, blue is blue, according to the neuroscience. Okay, because we are simple. Okay, we are simplifying the color expression. Really. However, ladies have much complicated the color description. You are much more competent in play with the color. So our knowledge is totally different. Even though we see a something, okay, we see a same thing, and boys usually have a more simple the color description, while the ladies have a more higher, complicated, and a more complex and a more advanced level of the color description, color perception. Okay, I'd better to stop here. Give me a second. Always exactly. That's true. Yeah, because that's our nature. That's our nature. What can we do? So yeah, ladies, yeah, you are totally disappointed of our stupidity, our boys' stupidity. I know, but that's our nature. Yeah, don't blame. What can we do? Yeah, we are hopeless. I'm sorry. Yeah, we are hopeless. Because we don't know. We don't know much about that. Okay? So that kinds of things we say that is a taxing knowledge. That's a taxing knowledge. Taxing knowledge is we cannot describe. But we know. And we cannot tell, but we know. As you know, okay, ladies, you know the color. You know the color. That's a red velvet and the velvet or dark something, okay? You know that. However, you cannot tell. And whenever the boys say, that's a red. No. That's a velvet red. No. That's a dark red. No. You can say that is not. However, you cannot tell what is that. Isn't it? We call that kinds of knowledge as taxing knowledge or implicit knowledge. You know something, but however, you cannot tell. You cannot describe that. But I can say that is not. That is yes. We have those kind of things. We have those kind of things. Even though I cannot tell, we cannot describe, but however, I know something. And I can say that is true or not. That's a taxing knowledge. That is a taxing knowledge. And then many times that is a norm. Okay? Whatever. So, not only for we can explicitly describe something. That is a tangible knowledge. And from now on, we can say something. Okay? And however, not only for the tangible knowledge or also, not only for that, but also there is a taxing knowledge. Even though we know something, but however, we cannot describe it. Now, we can say we know something, and that this is knowledge. This is a knowledge. You know something. And then we call that is a 지식. What is 지식? What is this? 지식. 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 Whatever. So, you know something. Now, you know something. That comes from the information. Okay? That information is solid, has underpinned that the data. And that data comes from a certain fact. Okay? So, we have these kind of things. In order to say, we know something. Good? Good. Then we know something. We know something. We know something. Is it enough to do something? Let's see. What if, let's assume you have $1 million. Okay? And then you want to invest your money. Then you have two options. You have two options. And the one option is on the financial expert, financial analyst or financial expert. Okay, the first expert is a MIT graduate, MIT MBA graduate this year. Absolutely, he is genius, and she is a genius. She knows almost everything. And number two is normal college graduate. Okay, normal college graduate. And Harvard, he worked more than 10 years and made a successful deals for more than 10 years. Two options. And then where do you want to go? Where do you want to invest your money? Number one, number two. Absolutely knowledge in terms of the knowledge, knowing something. Oh yeah, MIT MBA graduate must know something much better. Where do you want to go? Number one, number two. Why? Why do you want to go to number two? Because he is much more intelligent and smart? More smarter? No, I don't think so. Why? Why do you want to invest in two? experience. Okay, so I'm asking about the knowledge versus experience. So, are you choosing the knowledge or are you choosing the experience? Yeah, okay, maybe I can change something. Okay. And how about the number one is artificial intelligence? Versus number two, okay, 10 years of expert. Okay, still maybe you will choose that number two. And then we want to buy the experience. And what the hell is the experience? What the experience make? Experience give us more knowledge? No. Experience give us a more wisdom. I need a more wise person. More wiser person. Wiser. Wisdom is matter. Wisdom is matter. Knowledge is one thing, but however, the wisdom is another thing. And based on a lot of the knowledge, okay, so we can cultivate the wisdom. We can cultivate the wisdom. That's a high level of the knowledge. That is, wisdom is a knowledge with actions. Throughout many actions, throughout a lot of experiences, we get to know something better. We can build up our sense. And we call that is expertise. Okay? Sense. Taxing knowledge. Or norms. Those kind of things. Expertise. Those kind of things, we can say that is a wisdom or insight. Have you ever heard about the 10,000, 10 years, 10,000 hours, and 10 years rule? Have you ever heard about this? This was the, this come from the Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell proposed, if somebody want to be wise enough to make a good choice, okay, in a certain specific field, expert. If somebody want to become an expert in a certain specific field, we need to have at least 10,000 hours and around 10 years of experience, immense experiences. Then we can be called as an expert. That means we may have a certain expertise. That is wisdom. We are getting wiser. Okay? Absolutely. And then, especially for in the business field, okay? We are looking for the wise person. We are looking for the insightful. Insight while the wisdom. Then, only further. Hey, where's that? Hey. Knowledge. We respect the insight toward the wisdom. Then, knowledge. Because by nature, business is a scientific art. Science, knowledge. Art, wisdom. Science or the knowledge is not enough for us because we make a business. We want to become a business problem solver. And then anybody misunderstand that. Okay, so if you know something better, okay, so you can solve the problem. Probably, but not always. But however, one thing is clear. A wise person always good at solve a problem. For example, defining a problem. And if somebody who is very good at, who know almost everything, and he or she can define a problem easily, no, I don't think so. Defining a problem is art. A wise person can do this well. It's an art. Okay? Good. So, this is a structure of the knowing. Wisdom, knowledge, information, data, and that come from the certain output, some certain the occurrence, the happenings, and the fact. Okay, so then that is we call the wisdom is called the 지혜. Yeah, 지혜. Yeah, what is 지혜? Yeah, 지시 and 지혜. hui. Okay, that's very similar. 지혜, hui. Okay, hui. Okay. And can you tell me what is the difference between the hui and the 지시? Absolutely, the character is different. Okay, the character is different. What is the difference? A wise person and knowledgeable person. Think about it. So you know that there is a difference. There is difference, and we use different characters. So what is the difference of these two? Maybe you need to think by yourself. Okay, but how about simply from my experiences, and I just want to share my understanding. 知识, okay, knowledge is a brain function. It's knowing something in your head, in your brain. However, 知hui is action. That comes from action. That comes from your physical movement and the physical something, physical experiences. Knowledge with action is a wisdom, I think. No experience, no wisdom. Even though you don't have any experiences, but you know something. However, wisdom that usually comes from your actions. In order to know something better, in order to cultivate, in order to create your wisdom, you need to do something. If you do not do anything, you cannot be wise. That was clear. Okay? And then, there must be a higher form, a highest form of the knowing. That we call that is awakening. Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm a business person. I'm not a Taoist. I'm not a Tao. I'm not a Jesus. I'm not a Buddha. No, not ever. I'm not. Okay, however, there must be a higher form of the knowing something. Okay, we call that is a 각. 진각, 각. 네, 각. No, 각. 지혜. What is this? Can you read this? 각. 주에. Whatever. Okay. Anybody have this? Okay. So maybe that is maybe we can. I just describe like this. That is aha moment. Aha. I experience something. I try to do something and I don't. Okay, I struggle. Oh, then suddenly, aha, aha. That is aha moment. And that time, and even though you cannot explain that, you cannot explain why you know something. Ooh, but alright, in a moment, aha. That is the highest form of the knowing. Yeah, Choi. Okay. So, this is a structure of the knowing. Okay. So, when we want to cultivate the core competencies, okay, we must be able to cultivate the new knowledge, skills, ability. Okay, that means, okay, we must be able to cultivate knowing. We must know something. Knowing is this. So I just want to say we must be able to good at data collection, data mining, data creation. That transform the fact, behavior, occurrence, happening, and then phenomena. And we must be good at archiving, okay, collecting, transform our data. We must be a good data maker. Okay, absolutely. And we must be able to transform the data into the information. We must be able to process, articulate, and align those kind of data in a good way in order to cultivate the information. And that's not enough. We must be able to draw the knowledge from the information. And then we must be able to know the tangible knowledge and the intangible or tacit or implicit knowledge. Okay? That's not enough to solve a business problem. We must get wiser. We must try something to cultivate the new knowledge with actions, and we must be able to build up our expertise. Okay? We must get wiser. And from time to time, we must be able to cultivate the aha moment. Then we are getting more competent. Core competencies. Core competencies is the only one source that creates a competitive advantage. In order to become a competitive advantage, in order to create a competitive advantage, we must cultivate the core competencies of people. We must be able to make the people good at dealing with the data, information, knowledge, and wiser. We must be able to make the people wiser. Then, if we can make the people wiser, no other organizations can replicate my core competitive advantage. Okay? That's my argument, that's my insistence, and that's my proposition. What time is it? Okay, so I have a few more minutes. Okay, good. So then, based on this kind of core competencies, competence-based approach, okay, and then, yeah, maybe we can understand the core competencies, okay, so core competencies with capital. Okay, so I said we manage two things, capital and labor. Okay, capital and labor. Okay, so then we must be able to good at managing the money, managing the people. And then, however, what the hell is the money? What is the capital? What is capital? What is capital? Somebody can say what is a capital? Capital is maybe almost immediately you will remind this. Yeah. This. Yeah. This. Yeah, that's Korean money. That's 50,000. Yeah, Korean won. Okay, what is this? What is this? How about this? Coin. Yeah, 500. Yeah, 500. What? Can we say this is money? This is money? This is capital? Is this capital? Yeah, okay. This is money. This is money. Okay? And many times the currency is money. Currency is money. Anybody just believed, okay, so this is final, this is a currency is money. That is true. That is true. And how about this? Credit card. This is money? Is this currency? This is money? Credit card is a money? Yes or no? No? Nancy, what are you talking about? So I cannot get anything without this with this. So credit card is not a money? So if this is not money, why I can buy something? Probably yes. Okay, good. Good. And let's see. Okay, where is mine? Where is my Alibaba? Yeah, no. Alipay. Alipay. Yeah, this is my Alipay. Okay, so this is my. Everybody has Alipay. Okay, so is this money? Your Alipay is money. Your smartphone, your Alipay, 지부바오 is a money or no? 지부바오 money is a money. Oh, okay, good. Absolutely, these are money. And what is money? Okay, so I will ask something else. Yeah, this is my ID card. This is my ID card, my driver's license, whatever. Okay, and this is my money or no? Is this money or no? You yourself is a money? No. ID. Yeah, that's ID. No. Okay, what will happen if I just come to the bank? If I come to the bank and then I just request for money. I come to bank and I request money. And can I borrow money? By my ID and because I am? Yeah, probably. Yeah, credit. Yeah, because I am. Is it money or no? Credit is a money or no? Okay. Because you are, because of your ID, because of your identification, because of your existence, yeah, that is money. That is money. And yeah, something like this. Money or capital is not a single form of the financial capital. It has a multi-dimensional layers of the money characteristics. We call that is a multiple capital approach. That's a multiple capital approach. Okay, so do you remember the Karl Marx Karl Marx. Okay, and what was his book name? He wrote a book, and that's the start of the communism. That's the start of the communism. So scientific socialism. Okay, so what was his book? What was his book name? Karl Marx. Weber. Who else? Adam. Karl Marx. Economic. No. What is book name? Book. What's the book name of the book? He wrote a book. What is the book? What is the book name? Doris. What is the Karl Marx book name? That's the start of the scientific socialism, communism. That's the start of the communism. What is his book name? Juno. Book. Karl Marx book. You must know that. 몰라. 자본론. Yeah, 자본론. Okay. In English or in German? In English or in German, what's the book name? What's the 자본 in English? Das Capital. Exactly. Okay, Das Capital. So then, according to Karl Marx, okay, what is his definition of the capital? What is his definition of the capital? Yeah, please teach me. I was born and I was raised in a capitalistic country. I don't know much about it, the concept of the Karl Marx, because Karl Marx, when I was young, Karl Marx was I never was educated. I had no education about the communism in my life. So, however, you know something better about that Das Capital concept. So, according to Karl Marx, what is the definition of the capital? How the capitalists make a capital? Okay. Labor. Okay, maybe we'd better to go more in detail. Nancy, okay, labor is not a capital. And however, according to Karl Marx, the labor time is the source of surplus. That's a capital, right? So, technically speaking, time is money. According to Karl Marx, time is money. Labor time is a source of the surplus capital, and that's the reason why the capitalists squeeze and marginalize the people in order to steal the surplus time. Labor time is that. So time is money. According to Karl Marx, time is money. However, like Karl Marx, many of the scholars, many of the economists, many of the philosophers, and many of the business scholars, okay, we try to define the capital. What the hell is the capital? What the hell is the money? And then we create many other concepts about the capital, and that is this. So far, we know there is a financial capital that can be exchangeable. It can be exchangeable. Money, WeChat, or the Alipay, or the coin. That's a tangible financial capital. And everybody thinks that is money. Okay? And that's simply how much money do you have. Exactly. However, there is another level of the intellectual capital. That's an intangible capital. Intangible capital, like organizational capital. Why Apple? is excellent in making money. How can we utilize a good idea? Because they are good at realizing an idea. Social capital, whom do you know? Whom do you know? And if you know somebody, okay, well, maybe you can get some money. That's a social capital we call. Human capital, and what do you know? That is a core competency. That's a competence-related capital. If you know something, okay, maybe you work and you make more money. That's human capital. Okay, and even though you have these kind of things, okay, what if you don't have the psychological capital, like who you are and who you are becoming? Okay, if you are not positive, you cannot do anything. Psychological capital we have, and the physiological capital. Okay, so even though you have a will and you have a knowledge, you have a good network, you have your own organization, and then to make money. Okay, what if you are not healthy? What if you lose your health? What if you are sentenced to you got a cancer? You got a cancer? Okay? What is the meaning of money? And the coronavirus. Even though there are a lot of the rich guys and they are doing something, they overcome the coronavirus with their money? No. That's another story. So we define that as a physiological capital. Do you have enough energy to perform? Are you healthy to do something? That's it. Okay, and then there is another level of the spiritual capital. Spiritual capital is related with your goal or the mission of your life. Work for what? Why do you want to work? What is the purpose of your life? What is the purpose of life? According to your purpose of life, maybe your financial capital is meaningless. Or your social capital is meaningful or meaningless. It depends. According to your spiritual capital. Okay? So, this week we are talking about comparative advantage. And then this week we are talking about the competitive advantage source. That source is coming from the human side. Human. And then what kinds of the human side of the core competitive advantage? Core competence. Core competences are related with knowledge, knowing, and this type of the capital, multiple capital. Okay? So, I think the scarcest resource that cannot be replicable, that cannot be imitated by my competitors is human competencies. Human competencies is related with our knowledge and our personal capital. Okay? Good. Then, as I said before, knowing is always changing. That's volatile, that's vulnerable, that cannot be sustained if you do not anything. Okay? Please never stop learning. To create and to sustain our competencies. In order to be more competitive, we must never stop learning. Okay? Sharpen yourself. Always. Competitive advantage. The source of the core competitive advantage is core competencies. In order to keep our keep our core competencies, never stop learning. We must get wiser. Okay? Good. Okay, good. And we will keep talking more about the human side of the core competencies. Okay, good. That's today. That's today. And so far, any question? Any question? So far, so good? Okay, good. And can I see you next Wednesday? Can I see you Wednesday? No. Thursday? Can I see you Thursday? Okay, good. Then I will see you on Thursday. Then, bye.